let's start video gaming. We got a few mods set up over here, as listed in the what game. There's a couple of things that aren't listed, but we can buy all the tiles, some auto bulldozing options and things like that. They're mostly just quality of life mods. Is basically the issue. Nothing that's going to dramatically change gameplay. As far as I know, I've got all the expansions for this game, I think. Let's get started. I was poking around, and I don't remember. I think Fisher Enclave looked kind of pretty. I don't think I've played a lot of these maps. None of these are downloaded maps, but I don't have a lot of experience with these, so I think we'll go ahead and do that. What are we going to call our city? I guess we could just start, and we could rename it once we're in-game. Because we can change the name whenever we want. New Belgium. PP Town? I don't think so. New Neo Brussels. Oh, like, Neo Brussels makes me think of, yeah, like every anime ever. Hey, Craves Guppy, thank you very much. Here's a few bits for the Mayor Appreciation Fund. And help pay for a name sign. I guess we are going to be, like, we're going to be politician here, so we're going to be corrupt. Old Petra. New Belgium squared. New Amsterdam. New Brussels with this. Let's go. We can go with Neo Brussels. I like it. 18 feathers. New Brussels. New York. Site 8. Is that a reference to something? I do like it though. It's like just a vaguely, like weirdly threatening generic name. Where are you taking me? We're taking you to Site 8. I don't know what that is, but it sounds really bad. Westview! Now that's not bad. No WandaVision spoilers in chat. I have finished watching it, but no spoilies for anyone who has not. And if you have not watched WandaVision, it is definitely worth a look-see. For sure. Location 18. Dun, 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 dun. Still takes a while. I moved it to an SSD. Actually, my M2 drive. Now that I think about it. And it's like, man, the load times on this. I don't even have that many Actually, I think I disabled all my downloaded assets because when I did a test load, some of them had some errors. So I've actually disabled all my custom assets. So I have a couple of mods, and I have all the expansions, but that is it. We are not running with the start with everything unlocked thing. So we're going to start with like just a tiny few roads established. Although there is a mod I think that makes all the roads enabled from the start, even if you don't have everything enabled from the start. Now it's annoying because of the way I'm running it. If I mouse over to do some ajustements on OBS, like moving my head cam, for example, it is going to do the edge scrolling, which is going to be a little annoying, but hardly the end of the world, right? We can all deal with this. First things first, find a poop lake. Look at that sunset. City Skylines, traffic jams, and load bar. Me SSD and storage HDD arrived today, so finally get back to recording. Nice! Dig a poop lake. So, alright. We actually have... Look at this. Is it just me, or is this like a dried up, like, lake bed over here? Maybe it needs to be rehydrated. How come I'm getting, oh, a little green screening over there. Just this light. Over here. That help? No. Maybe I'll just stand in front of it. Did you guys see my PJs? Look, I'm in my pajamas. I'm almost always when I sit down to record or stream for the day, what I do is there you go. Now you can't see it. Now we can't see the glitch. I always put on, like, I get dressed properly, and then when I finish recording, it's like, all right. Time for sweatpants, right? Time for my PJs. And today I'm like, you know what? Screw it. Pajamas for stream day. It feels pretty good. Listen, it only took, like, 8 years of being a full-time Twitch streamer and a year in quarantine for me to finally reach that effort point. Done. Done. Okay, so we're not going to buy that tile yet. Well, or are we? Maybe I should just run some infinite money. The thing is, if I run with the everything unlocked right from the start, because it hits all the milestones, and you do start with a bunch more cash, we could buy this tile. We're probably gonna have to buy this tile pretty quick to dump our sewage in there. Should we just literally do it the first thing, we might run out of money. Oh, I can't buy a tile until we hit the first milestone. Okay, so we'll wait on that. I do like that we got a big old rock in the middle of our building area over here. Here's what I propose. Let's sort of build... We'll build sort of square around this. We might want to do it out of, like, avenues and things later on, but right now we don't have access to that, right? Because at the start of the game, we only have access to simple roads, which, again, it may be a little unfortunate. Cool park? Yeah! So let's assume we're going to have a road that goes around this thing. Maybe what we'll do... What if we do... I'm not going to do a connection like this. What I'm going to do is build sort of out at a 45-degree angle, which would be 180... I guess minus 45 would be 135, right? So let's just do a little triangle flare. I wonder if that a connection... Okay, we'll spend 200 on a 45-degree angle. 135 and 200, so we know the length is the same. And then we can do this. There we go. At a start. Now, this is not lined up with this park, but I mean, I think that's going to be kind of okay. This might have to get replaced with fancier roads later, bigger roads once we've got them, but for now, it's going to be okay. Actually, I guess these parts could be immediately replaced with one-ways. One way, one lane. Way two, I guess this is probably it, right? How do we upgrade? God, I haven't played this in a long time. If I click this... How do I... There you go. Flip the order. Although they're not the same size roads, I just realized. So, I think we'll do this. 2-lane roads. And these are just like... 2-lane alleys. Oh, okay. So we want to do these roads. Oftentimes, like, the first thing I do is plop down some of our residential area. But really, it's the industrial zones that need the most access to the highway and are sort of the least pretty. I propose this area might be sort of more of our industrial zone. Hey, Ifrit guy, thank you very much! Time to start bribing the mayor again! Game's a bit loud? Okay. It is a fresh reinstall, so the audio... let me just bring the main volume down by, like, half. And then we'll see how that works out. I wish I could, like, plan the roads and then unbuild them. I guess what I'll do is I'll stretch out a little this way so that we can do a nice 90-degree corner. And so I think... somewhere around like this. So I'm just going to box this thing up. Another 90-degree corner. And another one to around here. And like that. There we go. So we're going to have this area with some park. There might be some houses and buildings in here as well. I don't know. But we've got some sort of kind of structures over here. Is this road crooked? I think there's a bend in this road, isn't there? I think there's a bit of an arc. Which is going to be slightly annoying because we're not going to get straight blocks. But maybe I should just accept that. I mean, it was never going to be symmetrical because these roads don't line up at the center of that immediately. But that's okay. We don't, you know, too much symmetry looks bad. Maybe what we'll do is just do this. See, it says 90 degrees there, but yeah, it's not actually 90 degrees to this block. Maybe I should just accept, but... Highway on-ramp is one tile too long. Maybe they are different. They're the same cost. It was 200 cost regardless. I don't know. Curve road to the corner of... Oh, to here, you think? Curve that way? Maybe. Maybe a little straight and then curve? Yeah, alright. So I'm still thinking some industrial stuff sort of in here. I don't know how much I want curves. You guys like that? You like this? Okay, cool. commercial area. This could be downtown, or this could be our high street over here. Commercial on both sides of this. I think I was sort of thinking a little bit more like angle stuff this time, almost. Little residential neighborhood like this. You know, no through traffic. A little worried these two intersections might be a little close together. All right, I got to stop building roads at some point because I got to start actually putting down some things that'll make us money, and we still have to put down our oh, I was gonna say, why can't I see the icons? Because things are being covered up. I still have to put down you know, power and water. So, oops, that's not what I wanted. Well, something like this. I mean, I know the industrial section is boring, but the industrial sections probably will be boring. They're industrial sections, but maybe we can do weird angled things. I'll tell you what, rather than waste the money bulldozing right now, I'll leave it in here, because we need to make sure we don't go immediately broke. Don't forget the hex around the entire town. Yeah, the future truck flow. Well, I think what's going to happen is this area here will be developed as an industrial area, and it'll have another on and off ramp over here. But yeah, right now, this is a huge bottleneck. But we could have split it, right? A little bit over here and a little bit over here. And then, yeah, these being one ways this way, I think it is going to be an issue. I think it'll be alleviated when we buy this section, which is what we're going to buy next over here, because it'll give us access to what is going to become our poop lake, apparently. And then we can develop more industry and then have another highway access for it, which I think will do great things. So, we need some power. Do we want to put down a coal power plant? I mean, it's more expensive, but not that much more. Like, well, no, it's a fair bit more. How's the wind power? We can get some 8s over here. Wait, is that underwater? No, that's not underwater. 8 megawatts there. It is good if you can get the full 8. I think 8 is the maximum. And there's some over here. Bunch of wind turbines on the waterfront? Maybe. But then also the water. Like, so, I don't know. Normally, don't you see little arrows for water flow? Is this water not flowing around? Because, yeah, the poop outflow is going to be very tricky here until we can get poop lake. Oh, maybe because it was paused. Okay, yeah, we'll unpause it and give it a chance to maybe kick in. We can always move it. I don't remember what the magic number for the length was. I think 480. Technically there's a gap there. Maybe it was 440. 440 must be the magic number. This will be fine as long as there's not literally a building that only exists here. It should hit water from one of the other two. Okay, I think 440 is the number that lets you, it gives you proper cover of everything. With minimal overlap. I mean, that's only an issue if you want to save, like, the maximum potential amount of money. Okay, people are moving in. That's good. Farming and forestry industry later on. Yeah, maybe. We can't do, that's one of the things. We don't get specialized industry until we get some milestones. Hey, Caleb! Just want to remind Mayor Quill that if he did find any industrial waste in the river that a campaign contributor such as myself would never be responsible for something like that. Of course not. I mean, if you contribute to my campaign, you can't be guilty of anything. Can I place some more with like 8 megawatts? Yeah, a little more over there. I need some more power cables. Well, let's do that for now. You guys know I don't even like building power cables. I think they look ugly. They get in the way of my trees, but we got to put down some of this right now. So we need a sewage outflow. So let's well, or until we get the poop lake, we could just go and put down an inland water treatment plant. Extensive water sources include cities built far away from open water source. Building processes and drains the water back into the ground, and plants' surroundings will be affected by ground pollution. So this creates some plant and ground pollution, but it doesn't make poop lake. We may have to start with this until we can get our poop lake down. Oh, it's got to be placed roadside. Interesting. Well, the industrial area is going to be full of pollution regardless, so let's just go ahead and dump it over here, although we need to build a water connection. I'll give a little gap because there might be weirdness with the water connection if they're a little too close to one another. Okay. Sewage access is now a thing, so those little warnings should go away. And shouldn't water as well? Are we short on power? No, we have tons of power. Tons of water. There we go. Everything is happy. Yeah, well, this is ground pollution, so I don't know if that seeps into the water or not. We may move some things around for now. We may move some things around later, but for now, we just have to get things actually operating. I don't know how far I gotta scroll back to see that message. Sorry, cool man. Dumping in the slums. You want a super dirty city? I see we're waiting for power over here, but I don't want to build more power connections. God, I forgot how cool it is to see the little road traffic and things. This is a great game. Why have you gone so long without playing it? Because there's too many great games. Of course. Yeah, gotta love it when people live as far away from the power, yeah. Often what I'll do when I build these new neighborhoods, I put down a few parks and things to, like, extend the power grid right away, but we don't actually have access to anything like that. So we have to wait for some people here to move in. Or I could just run a power cable around. I mean, it's not that expensive. Clearly this is one we're going to be able to get rid of later, because it won't be required. Are you... out of city limits, really? Maybe right away. I want to skirt around this way, not cover too much of that. I mean, we'll definitely have to delete these later on, because they're getting in the way of some of my zones, but at least that'll be powered for now. Did you hear about Arcadum's D&D endgame today? I don't know what that is. Arcadum? So no, I didn't. Start the power lines and advance the chemtrails and black helicopters. Okay. So we'll just fast forward here. We'll let people move into the first few places. And we should hit our milestone pretty quickly. We have no buildings that we can use to increase demand, but there's always a baseline demand. Okay, now here's going to be a question. Are we going to play with the day-night cycle? I think I often turn it off, because while the night can look really cool, it is, like, a little harder to see. Like, whoa. I mean, woo, our road structure looks really cool. I think we're going to have to turn it off. Yeah, and chat is saying off. And what we do, we can always toggle it on when we want to take some cool screenshots, especially later if it gets built up. But for actual sort of playing and advancing the game right now, we're going to just turn off the day-night cycle. Make building historical, yeah. I did play the Settlers a long time ago. Yeah. Off for building, on for cinematic, yeah. And I think turning it on when we get a lot of density does make some sense as well. Alright, so I mean, we've got some job complaints and things. We're going to want to put a bunch of trees through here to give a buffer between our residential and industrial zones. Unless we make it a green zone, or farming, or forestry, because they create less pollution, I think. We got a little hamlet! Aww! That's a baby pig. It's a little hamlet. Anyway, we now have access to garbage, healthcare, and education, taxes, and we can tweak some of that, as well as access to loans. Now, can I actually change... tax percentage? Oh yeah, tax is over here. Because I think we can put it up to like 11% and like people come just as quickly into the city. If I recall correctly, and it really helps with the economy. Somehow the roads have powerful lights, but can't power the building next to it, right? Exactly. Yeah, the street lights on all the buildings, but that's it. So what are you complaining about? Not enough workers. Well, so, okay, first of all, I am going to go and add a little bit more residential zoning over here. But to really get them to come in, we're going to have to put down some of our services here. So, garbage collection. And we haven't actually unlocked the ability to buy another tile, right? I really want to limit how much industry I put down right now. But at the same time, I like to... Where do we put the garbage collection? I mean, the garbage dump by itself might not be something that lasts forever. Might get replaced by something later on. Something that doesn't constantly fill up. Alright, I'm going to do this for now. You're going to complain about being disconnected, but it should come back in. Because these guys are sharing power. These power lines don't need to exist at all anymore. So let's bulldoze them now. What's a hotkey? Is it delete? Backspace? Is there not a hotkey for delete? For bulldozer? Oh, the trees come back! I guess the trees were only just hidden by the power lines, not actually destroyed. Well, that's quite nice.
Whiskey and chocolate!
Don't forget the 3% Mayor Swiss account tax. Yeah! Access to garbage healthcare. Building an American city? Hey now! American healthcare is good, you just can't afford it. Unfortunately, can't stay for the rest of the stream, but here's my vote. Oops. I didn't read that quick enough. Here's my vote for a new body of water. Be named Lake Number 2. Because it's going to be a poop lake. Lake Number 2. That's funny. That's funny. B for bulldozer. Thank you very much. I knew there was a hotkey. I'm like, no, we bulldoze stuff all the time. There's got to be a hotkey. So let's get ourselves a little clinic. I think I like this style of clinic a little bit more than this one. I think we might go for the older looking buildings. Town, right at the start here. Where do we put the clinic? Maybe we can put it right here. There's a bit of a buffer between the industrial and the residential zone. Yeah, I like that. And then a little school. We got this style. I don't know, I think I like this building here. And right in this neighborhood? Right in this neighborhood. Lots of happiness, which will also increase demand, and more people should flow in a little bit more. Doesn't the big garbage dump ground pollution? Yeah, so I don't know if the ground pollution is going to affect the water pollution. Is a question I really don't know the answer to. Drinking water pollution is 0%. We're going to leave this here and find out. I don't know if the ground pollution will seep into the water or not. It does? Ah, okay. So we should move it. Let's do that now before we get a bunch of people sick. So we'll just move it way over here. The water. What? What are you talking about? Oh, maybe we just have to wait for it to kick in. There we go. A little pollution builds character. Smellville. Yeah, and the water flow. So don't we see it? Like, when we're in these modes, don't we normally see little arrows? I don't think there's any water flow. There's a little bit over here because we're sucking the water in. But these waterways don't have flow, which means we can't dam them for power or anything like that. And means we definitely have to make use of, like, a poop lake or something like this. Not enough workers. I know. I mean, we still have some residential zones zoned up. Let me increase the speed here. Population should be going up. Tax dollars are coming in. That's nice. What about some schooling for the younglings so the Empire can find them easier? That's right. Quill make me want to play this game again. What's a poop lake? Well, Dubs Meister. Just wait. Because it's going to happen soon enough. Chat won't have it any other way. Population is still rising. I can probably go... Demand for residential is going up. So we're going to have lots of pretty residential around this block here. And actually, I suspect the outside is going to end up being residential as well. I'm a little bit leery about doing too much zoning, because if people come in the wrong order, then some won't have power because they're idiots, but Oh, okay. This place is complaining because we literally don't have enough power generation. So that's fine. Yeah, if we can find more places with 8 megawatts, that's great. It does keep... It is tying up our shoreline, which is too bad because that's a nice place for people to maybe live. But at the same time, it makes a lot of sense to generate the power over there. Okay, so we can buy a new district. The other thing we can do, and actually we probably should do first, is we can get down our emergency services before we have the city start to burn down. I'm going to put the fire station over here, because if I recall correctly, industrial zones tend to have a lot of fires. And then we'll put down the police station, because we don't want to start seeing criminals at this point. I'll put it on the corner over here. Feels like a good place for it, you know? Access to lots of things. Something like that. And I think we should have enough to buy it, because I think the first zone is really cheap, isn't it? 3,600. Yeah. Let me just wait a bit to make sure we've got a bit of a buffer, but our economy should be pretty solid. So we got an abandoned building here. It will eventually be reclaimed. We can bulldoze it faster to get rid of it, but I am running a mod called Bulldoze It. At the end of every day, it automatically will bulldoze some random buildings, or not random buildings, but buildings like this that could be bulldozed. I could change the timer as well, depending on, you know, CPU things. Actually, it might not be a terrible idea to make this run more frequently. I don't know. End of the day, it's fine. Although the day just ended, and it's not bulldozed. Excuse me. Did not actually do it. Look at this. Day's ending again. And the building's clearly still there. Day-night cycles? Maybe. Maybe because I turned off the day-night cycle. Let me change it to... I'll change that every 30 seconds. Although next time one comes up, we get an abandoned building, we might change it to 5 seconds just to make sure we see it. Hey, it's raining! I like the weather. Is there a way to get down really low, or is that mods to, like... Free camera mode. Can I not get lower? I don't remember. Mods? Go into the bulldoze menu, select options at the bottom. Well, there's the bulldozer. Oh! There. Okay, it has to be enabled here. Ah. Okay, so this now is turned on for abandoned buildings. It's turned on for burned down buildings, collapsed buildings, bulldozed flooded buildings. That's all fine too. Excellent. Okay, I didn't realize that was the menu for the bulldozer. Excellent. And is this the empty it? Oh, that's the move it. Excellent. I like to move it, move it. Oh, it's really raining. Oh, it's funny that, like, when I zoom in and out, I can catch up with the raindrops a little. We don't have enough power. Boom. Let me get another one down right away. Oh, we don't have enough money. Never mind. We should have enough power now, though. Still getting some brownouts, but they may just need to be updated. We're pretty tight. Need 6,000. That's what we're doing. So we're not buying the next zone yet, because we got to put down a little bit more power. Do we not have enough water? Are you not captured? Oh, you're not captured. You're not in range. We can do that. I don't think the dump needs it, but we may as well cover this area. So the ice... Oh my god! The ice cube factory didn't have water. Of all the businesses that rely on water, that's probably the most important one. Is rain a mod or something? Okay. No, it's not. Weather is a thing in the game. I think we can turn it off. One of the things, it does have, like, a lot of noise for the stream. Yeah, use dynamic weather over here. I think it was an expansion that may have added it. I'm not sure. They're making dry ice? Ah! So let me know if the rain is adding too much noise. Stuff like this. It's always, whenever you're watching, a show like esports or whatever, and they have like the winter ceremony, and they have like confetti that goes off and then like just breaks the streams right away. Rain is good? Oh, okay, good, excellent. Well, then we'll definitely leave it there. Let's go to max speed. Let the city develop a little bit. I'm still gonna put down another turbine because we're on the cusp of getting some more brownouts, and our city's still growing, which means more buildings are gonna come in, which means more power requirements as well. I maybe need to re-download the mod to, like, get rid of the polluted ground. Just the visual of it. like, the pollution is still there, but, like, it just breaks the look of the game so much, doesn't it? We'll probably turn on disasters later, but maybe not right yet. Tiny town! We got 1,000 people that live here. We can do park areas, industrial areas, landscaping, more policies, which is nice. Parks and plazas. Oh, fishing industry, which was in, what's it called, Sunset Harbor? I don't know if I ever did videos for that. We got extra buck. Okay, it's time for us to buy this tile over here. We are now going to purchase you. Excellent. City limits officially expanded. Oh, get ready to poop lake. And yeah, there is... there is an old boat over here. The problem is, the poop lake will probably eventually overflow into our waterways, so we may have to put a dam here or something, or terraform to stop the poop from flowing into the rest of our rivers. I don't know. We got whiskey and chocolate. Who dat? Oh, it's Banana Cabana! Pay no attention, just a small donation to the whiskey and bribery fund. So now we can start naming areas and things. We can start making districts. So we'll probably do that and start putting down some names. So we still have this thing. Right now we have more than enough drainage capacity. We don't need to expand to the poop lake quite yet. Soon. First, do we want to put down more industry, more jobs, more housing? I guess there's no demand for it. There's still space for it, so people are just trickling in. Although if we put down some parks and things, that should help a lot to build up some demand. Put next to the police station over here. That'll go a long way to make people happy. There's the high-end education, that's fine. Landfill, right, forest industries and things. Oh yes, some new buildings over there, but we'll have to wait a tiny scooch because we're spending our money pretty quickly. Log jam. Oh man, that's terrible. Alright, no, you're right. We have to get the poop lake right away. So... I mean, we could do the eco water outlet. Not much more expensive. And it's still going to be poopy. It's just not going to be as poopy. How do we... It's not... Oh, it's not counting as a shoreline. Like, I can put it down... How do I rotate this building? To get it placed the way I want it. Normally it just snaps, right? Like if I put it on the shoreline, there you go. It does sort of the smart thing. But here, right mouse button? Oh, that's right. It's kind of awkward. There it is. Is that the correct way? Hold on. How does it snap? No, no. Okay, I had the wrong end. No. Okay, that's right. So if we put it here. This should start filling this area with poopage. Get some power routed out here. Water outlet on land. Water outlets can be placed anywhere, but keep in mind that water will pump out and flow downhill. Oh, no, there it goes! Yes! Poopy water! It's happening! Oh boy! I still remember when this game was first, like, announced, we got the first trailers and we saw the water physics. There was never anything like that in these SimCity games. Right now it's mostly drying up. We're gonna have to keep an eye on this. Alright. Demands for things going up. Oh, we do need more power. Do I keep... Well, maybe, I don't know. Maybe we keep building this giant wall of wind turbines over here. 7 megawatts, there we go, 8. I want to get full value out of my turbines. Oh lord! Yes, you can make a hydroelectric dam out of Poop Lake. 100% viable. Okay, so let's make a district here, because we're going to make our first industrial district. Now, I'm trying to remember. You put down the district first, right? Yeah. So the first thing we do is we paint the district. What else we have here? Park area. Paint industry area. I guess that's it. You paint the industry area, and then you give it a type. I think. How about a little forestry industry over here? I mean, it's not completely green, but it's better. And then... Oh, no, wait. It is... Is it the other way around? I have no specialization. Build an industry area. Main building of either... Oh, yeah, they do work differently, don't they? Industry areas for specialization, normal industry. Yes, okay, that's right. That's where this industry zone is where you're building the specific buildings to do it. So that might not be what we're looking for. If I do normal zone... like this... Then plot... I forgot, because this was originally in the game, and then they added... that's not what I'm looking for. And then they added the ability to make your own. Ivy District is very thematic for the farming industry. So we'll get tree farms, we'll get places that that cut the logs. So it uses more electricity, gives us more tax, does require natural resource forests, but we can expand it over here. I guess we'll probably do a little bit of that. Because the idea is this whole area, I think it'll be a big forestry industry kind of area. Doesn't actually matter that it overlaps the road, but it looks kind of bad. Oh damn, that's a little too far. Oh, I think it snapped to the road for a sec. Okay. So, let's take a look at the bribery fund. I mean, totally legit campaign contributions fund. And so we're going to start with I guess the first bits that came in today was Orion Snake. So this seems like it's the Orion Forest Industries. There you go. Sounds kind of nice, doesn't it? Default industry doesn't work without its own regular district over the industry district. That's farming over here. I guess there's some farming there. But, like, the forestry industry doesn't actually have its own resource type, does it? That's outside connections. Resources over here. Forest is dark green. But it's just, like, this is just forest. Like, you can see the green in here. And there's some over there, too. But it does have some, right? Tink? There's oil in them there hills, too, but I don't think we're going to do that. I really want to avoid too many intersections and things in the industrial areas because they are really bad for traffic. But one of the things I want to do is I want to get over here and get to another highway connection. We might want to have like avenues and things for these things to flow in, but give me a sec. Not enough money. Oh boy. Luckily, tax dollars are still coming in. That's good. And in fact, they will come in more here. Need to build the forestry main building. No, because we're using the different type of forestry zone. This is not the... I backed out. I'm not using the industrial zone. I'm using the regular district, and I've just given it the forestry industry tag. So I'm not using... Currently, I'm not using the forestry industry from the expansion. I'm using the forestry industry from the... base game? play this game. We ran out of money in the management game. I mean, we gotta spend money. What are we gonna do? Sit on the money and not use it for anything? Come on. Of course we gotta spend this money. Next thing we're gonna need is a little bit more commercial. We'll see where we want to put that. I think I did set the taxes to the higher number already. The 11%. Maybe I can go 12%. I don't remember. Now, did we unlock any useful new policies? A few. Some of them are more expensive. But yeah, we haven't unlocked the policies that make huge money for us. No loans yet. Try to hold off on that. Ooh, roads are really shiny with the water. So, where are we going to expand our commercials? Well, actually, I could build a few on the outside over here. Is that... Oops. I forgot we're on the square tool. Actually, maybe not there. I can get rid of these power connections. Not needed, and they look stupid. And then, go away, fishing industry. I know that you exist. There you go. Tiny little shops over here. Norwegian roads in late autumn, man. You need sunglasses. Oh yeah. The some like frosty Canadian roads too, and they're like snow packed. Man, that can be bright and hard to deal with. Alright, money's coming in very well. Population's not rising much more anymore because we haven't put down a residential zone in a while. But there is demand for it, so we'll probably do that. I think I might keep filling in over here. I realize there's some forestry and farming areas over here, but I think I like a big residential block. The only problem is these guys might have to go kind of far to get to work. But maybe we build the fishing industry off over here. I haven't played with the fishing industry. Or maybe some farming. Maybe we do farm this up. I don't know.
It's whiskey and
What
chocolate.
do we think? Do we farm the peninsula? Maybe that would be nice. Job! Hey, Job, thank you very much. If there's agricultural area, it can be named Town Gate Farming. Especially as I'm spring sowing on my tractor while watching. Wait, what? Are you seriously farming, like, IRL? Or are you playing Farming Simulator? The problem is you can never know. Farming next to Poop Lake. Oh, you're right. It would be really good fertilizer. And there is some farming area over here. I think that's what the yellow is. Yeah, fertile land. I mean, it's going to be real fertile. Oh, this island over here as well. Oh, this is not fertile. This is actually just oil. Oh. 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 Locally sourced fertilizer. Can we create a fishing industry in Poop Lake? I suspect we can. Farming in real life. God damn, that's so cool. Yes. Oh, did we never build the fire building? No, we did. Oh, we must have just unlocked a new level of it? I don't know. Sometimes this game has, like, so many pop-ups. What are you complaining? Lack of workers? Not enough workers. Okay, we have to expand our residential area, so we are going to go ahead and do that. I think what we're going to do... Man, these pop-ups, they do not stop. I mean, you can turn off some of the, like, you know, extra tutorially help. I'm going to go, like, some distance this way. I'm going to do one of those. I think what I want to do... Get a little diamond over here. Yeah, isn't that kind of cute? Throw a nice little diamond in there. I know we're encroaching on some of the oil. But I don't know if I want to have oil over here. Farming I was gonna be okay with. I don't think I want a big oil thing over here. I think what we'll do, just so that these guys don't have to travel as far for work, is we'll probably see about building some sort of fishing industry. I have no idea how that works, but I think that might be what we try. I'm gonna put in a few random commercial buildings over here. You know, because that feels like you know, people can go shopping without going too far away. Poop Lake Fiction Incorporated. An actual diamond. Well, ish. Fish for carp in Poop Lake? Ha ha! Or crappies. Look like crappies. Always need a local corner liquor store. Yeah, maybe. Oh, we need some waterways. Oh, yeah, park areas. We will maybe look at that later. I actually really like how the town is shaping up. I think it's looking very pretty.
It's whiskey and chocolate.
Whiskey and chocolate. Out of time ward. Ooh, Boomtown. Hello, Boomtown. Thank you very much, Out of Time Ward. Hi, Mayor. Here's $25 for your next campaign, and totally not for your Swiss bank account. Nudge, nudge, wink, wink. Say no more. Say no more. Would be grateful if you put my name on the first garbage dump. Out of Time Ward's garbage solution has a nice ring to it. Well, I mean, we do have a garbage dump. I was going to do these mostly in order, but that is a nice little specific request. The Out of Time Ward dump. Go fishing for crap shit. It's gonna be called Shit's Creek. Oh. Someone earlier had specifically mentioned that they thought it would be a good idea to simply name this. We'll have to expand it as the water expands. Oops. Ah! There we go. Lake number 2. Ah! It's so funny. Not enough workers. People are moving in, though. Now, actually, they do want a little bit more commercial areas. We may have to build a little bit more of that. You know what? I think, actually, let me de-zone this whole thing. This all a little commercial area. Dookie Lake would be fun. Dookie. Chemical runoff lake, name it lake number 1. Only if the chemicals are tinted yellow. So, okay, we got tons of money accrued, which is great. What I think I'm going to do, I'm going to get ready for small heavy roads. I do have I guess I have the extra network mod. I think what we'll do is get this 4-lane road, sort of have an avenue that comes through here. Maybe we'll do it a little curvy. To sort of match the highway. And my plan is going to be to connect it up to the highway over here. These are ramps. Excellent. We'll just use that.
It's whiskey and chocolate.
I'm going to have to modify this, I think, to make it look a little more appealing. We got more whiskey and chocolate. Hold on. How do we, is the page up? Yes. It's been so long. Trigger anarchy. There we go. So now you don't worry about overlaps. Turn off anarchy. We'll take a look at the whiskey and chocolate in a second. So M is a thank you. We may have to give this a couple of goes until we get it to the point where we're happy with it. get rid of that. There you go. That. Looks okay. I mean, this is pretty long. What I'm gonna do is take this. Oh wait, that's not the right way to do that. Look at the cars. But maybe I can connect it somewhere else. I don't know. I guess it's fine. That's not bad, eh? I know we need one more connection, but that looks okay. So what we need now is from here to connect to there. You can build toll roads? Oh. So maybe turn on the anarchy. Just so that it'll let me place this without any real restrictions. I mean, you're coming on the wrong side. You really need to merge on the other side, eh? Yeah. It's nice. There are, like, other connections and mods to make it look like a proper, like, on-ramp, which this does not currently. It'll look a little better this way. I'm just trying to make it not be pinched over there. So, I mean, between Move It and Road Anarchy, you can end up with connections that look really unorganic. But that's not bad. Let's see, then it gets a little pinchy. I'd like to get rid of this kink a little bit, but it's not too bad. Is there a hotkey for Anarchy? There is. I don't remember what it is, though. I guess I can just turn it off this way. No. Looks very organic, like a Brussels sprout. This might be a little sharp, but it's not bad. So yeah, so just to check here, we can leave, and then we can go west, or we can go east, and we can come in from this east or this west. Yeah, so this is functional. Maybe uses up a little bit more space than it needs to, but it doesn't look too bad. Off-ramp's a tiny bit steep, right over here. I mean, you're not wrong. You're not wrong at all. But if I futz around it with it too much, I'll probably end up doing, like, terrible, terrible things. So, let's take our zone. Oh, that's right. The zone already encompasses all this. I guess for now, I'm probably going to build a little extra side bits. Ooh, we got more whiskey and chocolate. But for now, I think I'm fine with just zoning along this avenue. And we're going to check whiskey and chocolate in 1 minute. Oh, something like that. What was the whiskey and chocolate? Hey, Smithy! Thank you very much! Oh, also, I missed Craze Guppy. Craze Guppy says, I have a reliable source telling me that a llama zoo is the next big thing. Guppy, that's interesting information. I'll make sure to sell all my GameStop stock and invest in llama zoos. No, I don't have any GameStop stock. I'm not brave enough for shit like that. And Smithy, can't catch the whole stream because I'm coming out to my sister and brother-in-law in a few minutes. Oh, wow! 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 Have some chocolate on me to celebrate, and thanks for years of content. Well, Smithy, congratulations, and good luck. That's excellent. Imagine being stuck in a stop-and-go on that off-ramp. My dear Clutch would hate me. Right, yeah. I mean, at least it's not uphill, and you keep stalling. I could probably smooth that out a little bit with some trickery. But yeah, let's move on somewhere else for now. So the idea here now is that traffic for this industrial zone can use this and not necessarily bottleneck this area over here. On-ramp is even worse. Shush, it's all fine. I'll make the next one even worse, more of a roller coaster. You see, this here is gonna be pretty slow up. Well, it's always worse when you're placing down buildings. Not enough educated workers. Indeed, we do not have a high school yet, so it's probably gonna be time for that. Maybe I'll build it in here. We should have like a diamond high school. It's also a high school. I think it used up a lot. Yeah, that used up a lot more space. We'll have Diamond High School. what is their team called? You know, like they all have like, you know, they're the Wildcats, the whatever. Are they that like Diamond High School geologists? Gemologists. These are terrible names. School of the Rock, the School of Rock, the Fighting Rocks, the Carbons, the Wild Poop, the Crazy Diamonds. Shine on, you Crazy Diamond. Are you out of water? No. No, we're good. Must be buildings coming in and out. Ooh, electricity's a little low. Do we just get a coal power plant at this point? Hubcaps? The Balboas? Oh, the Rocky Balboas. That's kind of funny. Go nuclear. Well, we'll have to wait for our town to grow a little bit more before we have that unlocked. I have to say, I kind of like our little road structures here. I like this a lot. I've never done stuff like this. Maybe it's good we took such a long break and coming back with different ideas for placements. The nuggets. You going green? Well, I mean, greenish. Forest industry should hopefully be looking okay. Oh, cemetery! You're right, we don't have a cemetery. Okay, I'm gonna need a name for the cemetery. What do you got? Child health clinic, the elder care. Yeah, those are all new. Yeah, well, we should build it right here. That's where we should do it. And I'm gonna take a name. We got some more whiskey. It's no one! Hey, no one! You gave me some advice for something very recently that I don't remember if I acknowledged it in a video yet. Oh, no, that's right. Motorsport manager stuff. So that'll be on Monday. We got to talk about that. That the engine sort of double dips on the stats, which is kind of nice. So we'll have to put that into a good use. So just looking here in the Whiskey and Chocolate Fund. Looks like Belgirith. I don't know, just Belgirith Cemetery. I think I want something else. What do we... Belgirith Acres. There you are. Dwayne Johnson High School, because it's The Rock. That's good. Last Rest, that's good too. This not being a street, but instead being a bit of a highway connection might not be a terrible idea. I've also got the traffic manager thing, so we can use that to like tune intersections in a bunch of different ways. Oh yeah, so you're sorry. Yes, I have to read the Whiskey and Chocolate. That's true. They are the Diamond High School Cabochons. The menace with spikes of carbon. And we came this close to playing Dwarf Fortress today too. Oh, that's fantastic. I like how we don't have ground pollution here anymore, except at the water treatment plant that maybe we could get rid of since we have lake number 2 being filled more and more rapidly. Childcare increases birth rate. Elder care lets people live longer to maybe prevent death waves. Oh, that's quite neat. I'm still doing low density stuff everywhere, but I'm kind of happy with that. This first section anyway, like everything sort of encompassed in this area here might all be low density. We might end up with like a higher density area somewhere else after. Check if there's fish. I don't know how we can check to see if there's fish in here. What kind of whiskey do you like? Ooh, a Lagavulin. Lagavulin's really good. Really good Distiller's Edition. Yeah, the Lag's probably my favorite, but it's usually too expensive to buy.
It's Whiskey and Chocolate.
High density around rent number 2, maybe. It's one of the map modes. Oh, is there? Oh, we can check for fish over here. Oh, yes, we can. Nope, no fish. Well, the pollution's really high. Conditions ideally. Oh, hey, why me? Can you name next cemetery after me? Why me cemetery sounds good. That does sound good. Not that obvious. Love your stuff, and high school should be the Diamond High Fighting Meals. Fighting Meals? I don't know what that means. Anchovy Sam. Okay. Yeah, you guys are going to have to guide me through this fishing industry stuff, because that is new. Building fishing harbor unlocks fishing route tool, which is used to create fishing routes. The harbor needs a complete route to function. Different fishing harbors are able to catch different types of fish, determining the depth of the flow of water. Water pollution affects fish yield. Aquaculture farms alternate way to gather high yields of fish and sea plants. They can suffer from water pollution more than fishing boats due to the stationary nature. Freshly caught fish can be directly sold to consumers at fish market, or they can be delivered to a fish factory for further processing before being sold to commercial zones. Huh. O'Neill Diamond! That's funny. I'm dumb. Not enough educated workers. Well, I mean, we have a high school. I mean, maybe they mean college educated. No, because that's a different level, right? Yeah, because that'd be well educated. Although you do need a well educated. You don't need highly educated. What's the difference? I mean, I think the people who come to your town, they're uneducated, so it's their kids that have to, like, level up the education there, right? Yes? No? Maybe so? Highly is university. Okay. So what's well-educated? High school then? Game is very demanding in computer. That's actually true. Okay, how do we turn off all these goddamn pop-ups? Like, we've been told about these a million times. Yes, I know I didn't build a child center, but we don't need, like, a billion pop-ups to remind us about all the features. In-game guide pop-ups. Piss off. And do I have Chirpy, like... Is there a turn-down Chirpy option? I don't actually hate Chirpy as much, but I thought there was a way to choose how often Chirpy shows up. Oh, auto-open. There we go. That's all I want. I just don't want those Chirpies to auto-open. Yeah. Okay. So, with fish... So, I mean, we do have this area here for anchovy. I don't know if we can do a small route for that. Salmon. Let's... Alright, so, let's figure out how this works. So, I think the fishery section was a... Was it a zone? Or is it just a fishing industry? Fish. So, first we build a harbor. Build one over here. I hope I can leave my my own zone here, but it seems like yes. Do we have to tell you what kind of fish? This building is producing fish. Not enough water. Oh! I mean that. Alright, there's a little boat going out. Fish market? Fish market takes in fresh fish from harbors and farms and sells it directly to customers without processing it into goods. And the fish factory, which delivers it to commercial shops. So, do we want to, like, just plop down a few fish markets? Oh my god, they're huge. Don't need long routes to the fishing. Oh, okay. So just a little, like, loop around here would have been enough? Basic fishing harbor catches anything. You unlock specialized harbor to catch more fish. I see. So I might be thinking maybe we put a fish factory over here. Because then it can just sell it to all our commercial zones. This curved road is actually making it hard to place this. You know what? I think... Fish factory, not just a farm. So this is just going to package our fish. You know, cut up little fillets, and package them for our commercial zones. Okay, you take in fish, and then you're going to send it to commercial zones. And you do get workers, which is nice. And you can get the breakdown over there. Okay. Need a lot more residential. I'm gonna expand over here. I'm a little worried that all the people over here have to go too far to get to their work, though. What's the terrain like in this area, resource-wise? There is a little more fertile land. So, okay, we'll probably build some farming over there when we can... I've got money. Let's buy this tile. Okay. We could do the actual industrial zone. Organic and local produce. Oh yeah, so for this we make an industrial zone. So we're going to do the different style now. This is the one where we put down an actual industrial zone. Covers some area over here. I mean, we could extend it over here because even if it doesn't cover fertile land, because we still need places that produce, or that process the goods. Heck. We'll just fill in this area. Whether we use it all or not, I don't know. And then I'm going to say that this is going to be organic and local produce. No, wait. Oh, that's for commercial zones. Okay, so now I just go and put down the buildings, right? Yes.
It's whiskey and chocolate.
Yes, now I just put down these buildings. And it just becomes whatever it becomes. We got whiskey and chocolate for Banana Cabana. Hey, did you hear why no one likes the greedy shrimp? Because he's a little shellfish. So this becomes flagged just based on the buildings we put in, I think. So, we're going to build an avenue. A little larger road to do this part. I want to have it straight. And more that straight might be a little boring, but kind of also makes sense, doesn't it? If we do that, we might work some other highway connection out over here. Kind of like using dirt roads for my farming areas. I mean, they're slow. Well, maybe no. Okay, we'll do regular roads that sort of come off of this. Or some amount over here, and another amount over here. I guess I can connect up over here. This avenue. Yeah, maybe I'll do something like that. Back over here, grab this one, take the curvy tool. The idea that we'll build some sort of connection up like that. And then what I'm going to do is do some little dirty gravel roads. And not even like build them straight. I mean, they're straight but crooked, like as opposed to curves is what I mean. The building sizes for these is a little bit weird and different. Farm Main building. Sets an unassigned industry area to farming and allows it to level its level progression. Also works as an industry area headquarters for city services vehicles. So I feel like we should have that maybe on the main road. Gun farming. Or we can do a hex. Okay. These are overlapping one another, but sure. Congratulations, we've unlocked places. So we'll have to rename this area as well. Animal pastures, silos, storing, farming, industry, raw material, crops, storage buildings in place outside the industry area. Okay. And what is this? Just some fencing? Oh, cool. Props? Oh shit, and then I'm broke. Okay, well, that's okay. I mean, we make money. Maybe I shouldn't have paused. So we could have been making money all along. But I don't want like buildings coming in while I'm like halfway done stuff. And then just have to like bulldoze things and be annoying. Alright, you have water, you don't have power. I want more residential zones too. I think what's going to happen here. I take sort of a new-sized road out here. You leave a little strip of green in between. Maybe I should be doing more diagonals. I kind of like them. To do. I was holding shift. Some games like shift and click drag to cancel, but I forgot it's right click over here. Boom, boom. Whoops. I don't remember. Is there an eyedropper? Lane Road. Oh, right! This is, the avenue part. That's what's going on there. How do I feel about that? What do I want? The avenue or the 2-lane road here? Which actually have the same width, which is actually convenient. I forgot about that. So upgrading from one to the other is all pretty easy. Maybe... I guess it's this one. Do this because I can actually see people from this area driving through here to maybe get over there. No, I haven't tried Valheim yet. Roundabout at every intersection. It'd be nice if you could build like roundabouts. The thing is, a roundabout in real life barely takes up more space than this, like a residential roundabout, right? But in here you have to use so much space for a roundabout. We'll try to get some in there because we all like roundabouts. This is going to continue feeling... Oh, maybe not quite that far up. Got a bunch of commercial zoning along here. Again, actually, I'll leave a little gap in there. That feels good. We'll get another elementary school for this neighborhood. And... nice little park. And we still have to make this into a park zone to do it properly. Monorail. Someone say monorail? So yeah, you produce crops. We're not consuming the crops in any way yet. We still have to do something about that. You don't need roundabouts, you need hexabouts. So this can go away. Power's going to be carried around along just by these buildings over here. I really like the look of our town. Like, it's got a mix of different road styles, but they do kind of work together. I'm going to do mostly, like, these sort of, like, angles and things, as opposed to using actual curves. Although this curve is very sexy. We can all agree, right? There's a very sexy curve. Do a rail. Twice the rail for no reason. We should make a hexabout. We should have one hexabout just for one division. So yeah, so these are extractor buildings. I mean, we can filter by that. Extractor buildings, which includes those. Then we need processing buildings. Oh wait, is it processing really? We get flour mill. Small island used for grazing animals. How's this a processing building? Does it actually? Does it eat the crops we produce? They eat the grains? They do, huh? Yeah, they do. Oh, neat. Okay. I don't know, I thought we could just sell the grain. Well, we probably can as well with other buildings, but we just don't have them unlocked right now. Now, you guys are complaining because you don't have any raw material, but they should get produced and dropped off. I don't know if our ratios are okay. I don't know if we need way more farms, way fewer farms. Biological processing. Right, we'll just let that be for a little bit. Our money's good. We did unlock more stuff we should probably start putting down at some point, but what are you complaining about? You still don't have fish. Do we need more harbors, maybe? More harbors? And yeah, we'll build a silo as well. Routes on the fish are too long, so I should just make them a lot shorter? Should I just do this? Yeah, the electrical lines are cut, which means they actually don't need to exist. Well, that connection might still need it. But yeah. And actually, this whole thing doesn't need to exist. Click on a boat and see how full they get. Oh. Oh yeah, so it's definitely filling up on this route. This is about perfect. I guess we could have had it be 4% longer. But that's just about perfect. Oh, there we go. Fishing route efficiency, 96%. Okay. So close to optimal without even trying. Yeah, we just kind of lucked out on that. And that's cool. I wonder if I can use Move It to change the routes. Or Shellfish Town. I hate the way these look, but these buildings with the built-in roads. Although that's one of the things we can do with Move It is we can actually move this road and it still kind of works. Fishing route. It'd be nice to get information about length as we're placing it, which I'm sure I'm not the first person to make that comment. Can a place become overfished? Why does my fish taste like garbage? It's fine! 0%. So I guess we don't get the stats until they come in. You want to call the town Boulder's Gate? Fishing routes through Poop Lake. Apparently there's no fish in there, unfortunately. Oh, we're getting power shortages. Indeed. We can now get oil power plant. Oh, geothermal! Warmth the Earth's core to provide electricity for the city. Geothermal energy does not pollute. Yeah. Oh yeah, let's use this. We're gonna stay fairly green. It does have a noise radius, but that's about it. Anyway, we can put it maybe in the sort of close to the farming areas over here, because that shouldn't bother anyone. And then with the highway over here, it's gonna produce a bunch of noise anyway. Quite expensive, but we've got the money. Boom. Oh, look at that. Geothermal energy, such a European thing. Is it the Netherlands that has, like, the highest, like, per capita, like, just houses heated with geothermal energy? What are you complaining about? Not enough buyers for the product. Meanwhile, this place was complaining they didn't have enough space for it. But okay, there we go. Even though fishing started a logging industry in Lake Heyo. Iceland and Italy? Iceland makes a lot of sense. Italy? Oh, places with volcanic terrain? Because I know there's a bunch of stuff in the Netherlands with geothermally heated houses and stuff, and especially for new construction, there's a whole thing. Put trees around. I do even have a tree brush. Now, with the tree brush, There you go. Choose what trees we want to put in. We should take a look. Can I click on these existing trees and find out what they are? So it'd be nice to keep matching, although we've got a few different kinds. So this is a tree brush mod. So we'll just pick something that looks about right. Flower trees, green trees, and we can balance it as well. Some oak and some beech trees. There you go, just a collection of them. And so now I think if I start, there we go. Look how pretty this is. I like to fill up all these areas with trees. It makes the towns look so much nicer. Bam. Hey, Cincha. Look, geothermal energy! And wind turbines! They're so green. Very little pollution. The only pollution happening here, we do have the dump, and we do have this water treatment plant. Although it's kind of obsolete, because, you know, we've got lake number 2 happening over here. At some point, I'm sure that's a disaster waiting for to happen. But that's, you know, that's another generation's problem. So, we do still need a lot more workers. So we just need a lot more housing. I'm still leery about going high density. We could build up this area. I'm worried that people are going to have to travel too far to get to work from over here. But maybe we can put down some subway stations if we start to unlock that. I don't know. I guess we can expand over here. Some housing. That might be okay. This avenue. Yeah, you know, it doesn't sound like that should be curved. Like that. Let's start getting fancy with the tree-lined streets. Maybe we'll just do a bunch of mass upgrading later. Is the right road? Yeah, that's what I want to use. Much new residential. If we had high density residential, it actually wouldn't be bad to put it here. Maybe when we unlock it, we'll end up putting high density residential right along here. A few sort of like low rise apartment blocks. Well, I mean, they might become high rises later on, I guess, but I don't know. These places are going to have no power right now. What we can do to help spread it over there a little faster. Oh! Oh, I still have to rename the farmland. Yes. Flour mill, bakery, farm workers barracks. Cattle shed, small barn. Okay, we'll take a look at that in a scooch. I was going to say get some parks over here. Because the parks spread electricity. I mean, you know, I guess they have some lighting for at night and stuff like that. So that will help just reach it out. If it's possible if I put another one over here, it'll reach. But I'm actually thinking we might put another school here. Maybe I'll put another high school down. And then if we look at the power, there you go. You can see how that, like, built these connections for us. I could put down some temporary power lines and remove them later, but I hate power lines! So, what do we kind of call our farming area here? Well, let's take a look at the Totally Not Bribes fund. Wait. Oh, shit, I'm a little limited in my scroll back. I gotta be a little faster over here. So MJ, oh, we took your name for lake number 2. And Banana Cabana, yep. So, I mean, bananas, farming, cabanas. There we go. Right over here. May it be very successful. Tip, thank you very much for the bits! Just realized I've been following since September 2016. Oh, mine. Are you going to play more Microsoft Flight Simulator? So we did a couple weeks ago. I want to do more. I really enjoy playing it. Not that many people are, like, super into watching it. Oh, garbage collection starting to be a problem. It's possible our garbage dump is full. It is full and wanting to empty. I do have a mod that automatically turns on emptying on garbage dumps when they get too full, but that's not going to help if we've got nowhere to put it. We don't have incinerators yet. We do have to build a recycling center, so I'll do that soon. I'm going to put the dump way out over here for now, and I'll also pair it with the recycling center. Now, the recycling center can recycle different kind of waste when the city has a recycling center, making less garbage pile out. They also send out trucks, okay, and they collect waste and then they give some of it back. I'll build it over here. Recycling center and dump next to one another sort of makes some sense. Maybe I'll build another recycling center near the other dump, actually. There you go. I don't know if you can dump from here into the recycling center. Like, because this is set to emptying. It's probably emptying to the other dump. I don't know if it can empty here. If we get incinerators, then people can empty to the incinerator, and that's going to help. This giant backlog of garbage is going to be a problem, and actually this traffic is going to be a huge issue. I'm a little worried that this is going to generate a huge traffic jam over here, but it actually might be critically important to get this going over here. You can see the industry. There's so many trucks, and, like, I want them to be using this route, and they are a little, but not much. Didn't I zone this whole area? Why is no one coming here? Why did the industry never move in over here at all? I mean, I guess there's no demand for industry. That might be all there is.
It's whiskey and chocolate.
Whiskey and chocolate? Oh, hold on. I have to sneeze again. Hey, Sassy Burr! Thank you. Sassy Burr, what's it like working with snarky Hamilton? That makes sense. Yeah. Keep up the hard work and providing lots of valuable entertainment. Thank you very much, Sassy Burr. I don't know why I'm so sneezy today. Yeah, we let our garbage problem. We might the backlog of garbage might turn out to be a bit of an issue here. Also, these roads are not necessarily traffic efficient. Although the nice thing is, like, no one's going to be driving through these neighborhoods except for the people who actually live here, which is good. I think I would like to put down some more healthcare. That's a police station. Although, maybe that too. I'm going to get, a full hospital? Maybe a full hospital. We'll build it actually on the avenue right here. We'll have good capacity. And let's get a childcare center. Across from the high school. I'd love a shopping district in that neighborhood. Over here? I mean, there's one here and here. Like, within the neighborhood, no. Although, it makes sense to, like, zone one corner store over here. You know what I mean? Like... I don't know if you can get, like... We're getting raided. Oh, from Entering Elysium. Hey, thank you very much. Actually, I haven't watched an EE video in a while, and I love EE's videos. Check that out. Are they going to rezone? Yeah, let me bulldoze you. Get out of there, residents. I don't know what the smallest commercial building will be. Like, clearly a house can fit in here. I don't know if a commercial building will. Yeah, KSB. Also, Aurora. Oh, yes, something is coming in. Nice! Ah, this pleases me so much. Little drugstore. Oh, it's so cute. I wish I could zoom in more. I'm going to have to add in a mod. I should make this historical and name it after someone. EEs, drugs, and stuff. There you go. Until one day we bulldoze it because it's in the way. Little ATM on the side. I like how it's got little hedges and stuff set up. It's so cute. There you go. So a little bit of a local commercial zone for these people to pick up their necessities. Dun, 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 dun. We love drugs and stuff. Exactly, right? Okay, so not enough buyers for our products. So now that we have unlocked some more stuff for our farming industry, we can put down a flour mill.
Whiskey and chocolate.
So we'll put down a flour mill. Oh, the noise is a little much there. I'm going to put it right here, actually. Or, hold on, we got more whiskey and chocolate. Here. No housing for anything, so they should get delivered. And then we can get a cattle shed as well, too. Well, that's in the buildings used to raise cattle and provide them with shelter against harsh weather. Processing mill requires crops to produce. Oh, so I mean, it's the same as the small animal pasture, but different. And then, yeah, we can get barns to store farming raw material, and it can be outside the zone. Let me put one here, and we'll put a silo. Ooh, wow, these are tiny. Oh, they're so cute! So cute! What was that, Whiskey and Chocolate? Plain Coast Hills, hey! Here's my contribution / bribe for a space center. The only sustainable way to deal with the garbage crisis. Nice. Check that you're actually growing grain. Wait, what? That's appearance. Is that... I think it's literally just appearance, though. Make it look like... Oh, I love the greenhouse look. Oh, that's quite cool. I think they just produce generic crops. I don't think they have a type. Yeah, it's just cosmetic. Greenhouse or open fields? Silos cause a lot of traffic? Oh, probably, and that's maybe a terrible place for them. We can always move them. Mixture? Okay, so we'll have these three in the cup. I think I like the corn better than the cotton. It looks more like a full field. Can we do the same here too? Oh, well, no, we got to keep the Highland coos. I mean, sheep are pretty cute too. Highland coos. I mean, I don't know if they're quite fluffy enough. Do the sheep have to be delivered? Did it reset something? Maybe we can have one of everything. Pigs. Oh, yeah. Regular cows. Oh, it's just a mix of cows. Oh, that is quite cool. There they go. When they come in. Moo. I've cropped. Yeah, let's crop up some more here. What is this one? Oh, fruit fields. There's different yields amounts? Okay, well these are up 4,800, which seems to be... Ah, there you go, and then it gets lower there. So as long as it's at 4,800, that seems to be... Oh, that's a little off. It's not perfect, but maybe we'll put it down there anyway. Oh, does this remember the last one I set? It probably does. Here, this, then we'll put a random... Yeah, wheat fields. And I'm going to put another greenhouse over here. Oh shit, look at this traffic. Oh my, you're right. Balanced, empty fill. Oh, are they accepting... Are they accepting grain from other places? Are we getting deliveries from outside of the city?
It's Whiskey and Chocolate.
What I'm thinking we should do is put it, like, closer to these main things. And it doesn't even have to be inside the zone. Okay, hold on, let's wait. We got more Whiskey and Chocolate. It's Belf Night! Hey, Belf Night! Do what you will with the totally not a bribe donation. I'll see what I can do. And yes, the power to recycling, that's true too. I had noticed earlier, and then I had forgotten. Well, we might just be able to build some connections. Let me get... We'll get that first. Let's build a little connection to the outside world, maybe near here. Is that the drugstore? Okay, that's fine. Okay, so we're going to use the on and off ramp thingies. And yeah, I have to cut through some of this building a little bit. It's just going to have to be the reality of it. Turn on the anarchy so that we don't have to deal with, you know, trying to find the exact sweet spot that it puts down a pillar. We may have to turn on the anarchy regardless. Can we do it at hex intersection? Well, it's not letting us right now, but if I turn on anarchy mode, it will. I gotta turn it around. It's gotta come in the other way, actually. Oh, no. That's... There we go. It's like a little hug now. So people can leave in either direction, and they can come in from either direction, and we get a nice little hex intersection. Let's move this to try to smooth out that ramp a little bit. The problem is, it's always this sharp little ending to the ramp, so there's a limit to how smooth you can ever get it. There we go, it's probably a little bit better. You can see there's, like, it looks a little kinky over here too, you know? I can try to make it a little smoother, but it's just part of, like, just in City Skylines. It's always pretty steep. Can lower the height of the pillar. That's right? Yes, with Move It. I forgot about that. With Move It, I can change the height of individual nodes. I just realized I was still messing with this one. You click on it, and then you can use page up and page down to tweak it. Which does look a lot better. Yes. I like to move it. Make a great F1 course! Haha! I mean, there's still some traffic, but it's actually not bad. There may have just been a big, like, injection or pickup of it, so it may have smoothed out now. And just be a lot better. Alright, and this neighborhood's looking good. Lots of demand for housing. Build some here. It would be noisy near the highway and everything.
And chocolate.
Right, if we extend it over here, but at the same time, we may just have to, you know, deal with it. Hey, weird kid! Bribes! We doing bribes? Well, in case, here's my donation. Slap my nose on something. P.S. Internet connection. My farm's really sketchy, so I moved the modem to the barn. Wow! We don't have any public transit yet, and it may be time to look into that. Let's see what has been unlocked for public transit so far. Busing, trolley bus, trams, ships, taxis, tour buses, post service, public transport hubs. I don't know. Buses? Do we just wait until we get, like, metros, like subways, and just do that? I know this is not covering anything, but it probably will cover something later. Tram down the main farm avenue. Actually, yeah, that would be pretty sexy if we had a tram down all this. Yeah. Yeah, one major tram line. Trams are gorgeous. We should totally do that. Okay, so... Is trolley bus? Tram. What's the difference between a trolley bus and a tram? Is a trolley bus just like their bus, but they have the electric connection from the cabling? Like they don't run on they're not like streetcars? Trolley bus is cheaper, but has less capacity. Trolley buses don't go on rails. Yeah, it's a road tram. Yeah, so it doesn't have tracks, but it does use the electrical cabling. I'm trying to remember what towns I've been that have those. I was gonna say Toronto, but no, Toronto they're trams. I don't know. We've got more whiskey and chocolate. Boston, Vancouver. I haven't been... Well, I've been to Boston. Have we been on one of those? I don't know. One weird kid. Oh my god. Thank you very much. Okay, stop scrolling, please. What do you call the boss at Old MacDonald's farm? The CIEIO. That is so bad. I'd never heard that one before. Helco, thank you very much as well. Pribes, totally not a pride, but my name on something, maybe? Wink, wink. Oh, man. Yeah, we got to get some more names down for our campaign donators here. Okay, so what's the vote? Boston, very few left. Technically in Cambridge, 2, not Boston. Quebec City wants to build a tramway. Russia has lots of trolley buses. I think I want to build an actual tram. I like things that run on tracks. So we'll build an actual tram. So we need to build the tram roads. Now, I was going to say, this one's extra wide. So we'd be cutting this down. If we're not widening this road, maybe we should just widen this road. Maybe now's time to do that. Because we can build not wider if we use this, but then there was just going to be the 2 lanes and then the trams. So we're going to cut down on road traffic, which, I mean, is sort of the goal of the public transit, but it might be restricting us. I think we widen it. I think we go ahead and we assume we're going to do the 4-lane road with tram tracks, and we go ahead and do it now before we develop the town anymore. So we can always move some things as needed to get it done. So, oh, oops, that was a mistake. So anywhere it's not going to let us do it, it's because there's a building that's too big and in the way. So these are places where we're going to have to do some moving of a building. What's annoying, well, I mean, first of all, it costs money, but also I can't, like, move it back 1 step. I'll have to just move it to over here, for example. Hopefully I'm not effing this up, but I think we're okay. And then same thing over here. I'll have to move you to here. And then I might want to move you back, because I may have been actually happy with where you were physically positioned. I know we got more whiskey and chocolate. Hold on. Oh, wait, what? Oops. That's what I wanted. So over here, it's probably mostly the hospital that's in the way. I'll move you there. Come back here. Upgrade, upgrade. Then I'm going to come here and just downgrade you back to this. And then over here, what's in the way? Police station. Was that all there was? Yes. Okay. So, I mean, a lot of buildings were bulldozed and being replaced. It's interesting that there's these gaps. Oh, was this maybe not straight before? That's possible. Let me do that. Okay, let's let this run. Trolley just unifies the drawbacks of tram and bus without real advantages. Still attached to electrical cables, but stuck in traffic. Right, good point. So what do we have there? We had Halco. No, that was Halco I already read. It's Banana! What do you call someone who helps shellfish give birth? A lobstertrician! Can we get some many boos? Boos. Many boos in chat for that. But thank you very much. But boo! But thank you. But boo! Vinonmo! The new green screen, or just new lighting, looks good. No real change. I mean, the lighting might be adjusted in a slightly different position, but... camera slightly bigger than normal maybe is part of it? I don't know. Oh, so many boos in chat. Nice. I like boos. I'm all about my boos. Okay, so now that that line is done, I can put a tram depot, say here. What is this? Does it have to reach an intersection? It's complaining that the road isn't... Do I have to, like, get you all the way to a U-turn? Maybe that's all it is. It's just going to complain because it's a dead end unless it hits a U-turn. But I think this should work. Needs a loop. Well, I think here it's okay because it can come in and out. Maybe not. Okay. If I were to bulldoze this and this... Wait, you can't loop here? Okay, how do you... There's an eyedropper for roads. I'm sure there is. There's a way for you to click on a road. I'm sure they added it to the base game at some point. Does anyone remember? Should be able to loop into the depot, but needs to loop at the other end. Oh, okay. If I were to bulldoze to here, would it stop complaining? Yes, it would stop whining there. I think it's a mod. Oh. Okay, so that side will now be okay and non-whiny. What happens if I just build a regular road off of this now? Yeah, there we go. Because it can loop at the depot. Oh, that's in the way. Okay, well, something like this. This block is a little annoying, but... Gonna be so much traffic coming from these. From what? From this? Over here? Well, we'll find out. Maybe this is just set up in a completely dumb area. But we're gonna have to find out. Now, at the other end, there maybe we build the loop around. I mean, we could literally just set up something to do a UE. Or, what I might do... is... This might be a place where we actually downgrade. And we can service a little residential area, maybe. Like a little tram neighborhood, although there's some pollution here, but maybe we can fix that. There you go, so it can do this and turn around. And then it's an inefficient loop. If I recall correctly, tram-only roads do allow turnarounds at the end. So, but it had the warning. Maybe the warning could have been ignored and it could have done an ending. Maybe it was just a stumpy end with no other connections. Eyedropper is a mod called Pickert's made by Cuboid. Okay. This could still be improved because this is generating tons of traffic. Heck, if anything, this would be a place to redesign this as a roundabout. Bulldoze everything from here to here and then back to over here and set up a bit of a roundabout to feed into this industrial section, to feed in here, and to feed in there. Oh, you mean tram only, so no regular traffic. So just a regular tram track could have dead-ended. Out of curiosity... It's still whiny. No, definitely not. Why not? Get rid of this because this is going to become a neighborhood, and it's gonna kick in here. Because we are still desperate for residential housing. We may have to pull back on a little bit, or we could do some parks or stuff over here. Hang on. Let me do a bunch of box stuff here. Then we're going to unpaint some of this like that, and then we're going to drop a bunch of parks over here, not landfill. Put a fairly large park here. Oh, Bend is making it pretty hard to do that. Of proper parks. D-zone this, and that. And then use the tree brush tool to hopefully do that. Are you full? Yeah, building is emptying. And then it killed the power, but it should fill back in shortly here. It's been a while since we've added more fire and police services, so I'm going to get another fire station right over here, which will also help spread the power. Yeah, these trees. The park, I think, will rebuild them. Like, continuously? I don't know. I wonder if we've just unlocked the incinerator yet. Cut back on some garbage production. Okay, let's get our tram stops down now. Click on roads with the tram tracks to place a stop, simultaneously drawing a tram line. Road must be circular to finish. Yeah, okay. So, probably, I mean, it's weird that it's like in the middle of a road, because I would think nearish an intersection. But I guess it makes sense. You cross here, and this whole area is where they stop. So I'll go there. I don't know how often we should stop. I know I sort of skipped one, but... Oh, hold on. Oh, shit. I can't actually complete the line this way. We are going to have to build a loop. There you go. Trams away! Can we change our color? Yes, we can. Let's get them blue. Yes, I like it. There's a modded Tram Depot that lets you loop through it. Aha. I know, it wasn't letting me connect to the depot. Maybe there was a way. I tried clicking on the depot. Maybe there was another spot I could have clicked on, but that's okay. We got it there. This loop existing is not actually a problem. Heck, maybe we could run the a tram through here as well. Might not be the dumbest thing ever, actually. Upgrade more of these to be a small tram line. You know what? I wanna. Shit! Wrong road. Like, why are things being de-zoned? Because I was using just the tram track by itself. Everything's fine. Nothing to see here. Everything's okay. So I have to rezone some industrial zones here. That's actually a good time for us to get rid of this. Once we rebuild this connection, that's going to be okay. Why are you complaining about road connections? You should be fine. Oh, did I tram line here? That was an accident. You should be a regular road. You should be a regular road. And you as well. Okay. So now, if I come back over here, I can make a new line that's going to stop here, 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 connect up there, and then complete this way. There we are. And then those buildings should come back in. But I need to reconnect our outflow to lake number 2. There you go. So you stay powered here. Need to keep filling lake number 2. And the zones have been... Oh, not entirely rezoned. Some parts did, but not others. Oh, that's annoying when you don't click on the right reference point to start. Better. That's not currently connected, but will be once these buildings come in. Because we've got... Yeah, this is zoned. These guys should pop in. That should fix the power shortly. This place does still not get enough fish. guess we need a lot more of these fisheries. This one's working 100%. This one's still working at 96%. But it's not enough. Yeah, the poop flow has been interrupted. Gotta wait for this to pop back in. There is some commercial demand. I think I'll probably go ahead... Oh, there's some crime over here, too. Get some commercial going here. Let me trim back here. But add it here. And yeah, we'll add a police station over in this end of town because there is crime. Maybe we'll build a big one. Right there. I like that. These guys will be happy. Oh, we don't have enough water coming in. So we need another water pumping station. We'll build it over here. I gotta make sure not to take too much water from the same place because it will lower the water levels. And then you don't have any power. I guess I'll build an ugly little power station. Or power water. Power intake? That's what I'm looking for. Power water? Come on. So, I think we're still having garbage problems. I think we need some more dumps. Until we can get the incinerators. Is there a lake in the middle? Over here? Lake number 2? Or do you mean somewhere else? I don't know. Can we make a dump island and a bridge to it? Yeah, we could. Although, speaking of islands, I would like to expand here. Do we have the ability to buy another tile? No, not yet. Because this is a nice farming island. It's all fertile land. It'd be great to make a little farming island over there. I do have a couple of recycling centers. We got one here, we got one on the other side as well. Kind of a cute shape, actually. I mean, these guys have to deal with pollution. What DLC? I've got all the major expansions. I think there's a couple of smaller DLC that had like sporting events or something like that that I might not have, but I have all the actual big expansions. A house here. I mean, sometimes it can happen with move it, but there's actually a zoned area over here. What is this attached to? Like, why is there crime? Oh, because the police literally can't reach that house, because no one can actually reach that house. Probably have to do with, like, when I was moving some stuff around or something. I don't know. I think this does produce noise. We actually don't want it this close to the house. So I'll move it back over there. Costs us a little bit of money to do, but there you go. These people got a lot happier, which is nice. Trams are trammining. Oh, so cute. Car trip saved 59%. So 59% of the people who are trying to reach destinations sort of along this road, I think, use that instead. Now, you are complaining about lack of workers, and it is uneducated workers. We clearly need more residential area zone. Maybe rather than have this all be industrial, we're going to turn some of this into a residential thing. Yeah, I think that's the right call here. Let me back way off on this. Industrial zoning. We'll use the nice tree-lined roads. And maybe we'll stay with Kirby roads in this area. Waterfront. Does mean less density, because every time you've got a little kink, like, it screws up some of the spacing a little bit. Looking straight down on the water drops, kind of cute. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to box assign this to residential, but then we're going to change some of this to commercial. Yeah, I gotta de-zone it first and then rezone it. Can't just override one zone with another. We might leave this area empty just because it'll stop cars from stopping in that area. I guess now I can use the box. Yeah, depending on what square you click on, or no square, the box outliner does some funky things. Maybe I'll leave a complete gap over there. You can do that. You can go there. We've got some water, but not full water. That magic number. Oh, hang on, missed a spot. Okay. A little bit of overlap, that's going to be fine. This might be a nicer neighborhood. I mean, we got the tree-lined roads. Big town! I can buy a new area. Campuses. Uh-huh. Sports arenas, level 5 buildings and things. Intercity bus. So remember how SimCity got dumped by this masterpiece? I mean, even the advertising campaign for this was great. I love how they answered, like, one of the features they advertised in this game was, like, no online or no multiplayer. Like, as an actual, like, advertised feature of this game because of how badly it went with SimCity. Just gorgeous. Pretzel Grove. So what we can do is we can create a new district over here, which I think we should. First of all, I'm gonna erase the old one, and we will give this neighborhood a name, and we're gonna be dipping into our campaign contributions. Cozy Park. I mean, kinda. I think I'm gonna keep the park name for that neighborhood. So scrolling back, we'll grab not that obvious park. Little new neighborhood over here. Build a canal from Poo Lagoon into the river. No! I really don't want the river to be polluted. I'm a little worried here that at some point this is going to fill up and then it's going to flow into the river. Maybe we can set up some Ks to prevent that from happening. Some Ks. Which is not a wrong way to pronounce it, although it does tend to trigger a lot of people. You can say key if you want, that's totally okay. But I think what nice thing is, no matter if you're a key person or a K person, we can all agree that anyone who says Quay needs to be banished from the internet forever. This traffic jam. So I think, okay, part of the problem is I'm just zoning a bunch of stuff, right? When you zone a bunch of stuff, everyone moves in simultaneously, and that becomes a problem. I still think there's going to be a giant roundabout over here. I still think that might be the plan. We'll drop some services over here, too, because, first of all, we could use a few more, and secondly, it can help maybe breach the power. Make maybe a jump from one of these. So get you there. We'll get police station set up over here. I think I'm still gonna need a little bit of a thing to connect the power, just until this gets saturated. Well, I guess some of it I didn't even zone. Maybe we could expand the zoning a little bit, although, hold on. Okay, to around there. So I will add a tiny bit more zone. Oh, we can do high density now. Oh ho ho. Do a little bit of that, and I guess I will go ahead and commercial zone like this as well. I think it's gonna be a lovely neighborhood. We probably want to put some actual parks in here because otherwise, because they don't recognize the trees as an actual park. I guess I could do a park zone. Playground, because it does look like it's already got like sort of so much greenery, but a playground will stand out as being different. That. There we are. Used to be a pit here, but we filled it in. I've been rewatching Parks and Rec. Electricity's grid within a zone purely relies on people plugging into their neighbors' houses. That's right! It's just a series of extension cords from house to house to house. That's exactly how this works. I wonder if I could connect here. I don't know. All right, demand's lower. People are moving in right now. I mean, if we just... First of all, we should actually have another school over here. Just another elementary school. Right next to the park. I think that sounds very lovely. That'll make people happier over here, increasing demand, make sure to keep pulling people in, but also we can help maintain the education level, which should have gotten a lot better than previously. Put the elementary school next to the pit. That's how the power down here in Texas works, too. Yeah, your deregulated power is just a series of extension cords from neighbor's house to neighbor's house. Wow, it's a wonder you guys don't have more power problems. And Dwarf Fortress in the future? Today was almost Dwarf Fortress. Dwarf Fortress is going to come soon. I was still really hoping that the Steam version would be out by now. That's what I kept delaying the next Dwarf Fortress Let's Play, expecting the Steam version to be available. Do we have the incinerator? We do have access to the incinerator now. Excellent. Okay. Because that means our garbage dumps will no longer continuously be full. Maybe I will build it out over here. Oh, hold on, wrong building. Now, these guys produce their own garbage trucks too, but the garbage dumps, when they empty, they will empty to the incinerators. Now we just have like twice as many garbage trucks in this area, which is kind of useful. Any tram connection in that neighborhood? Not yet. And we might? I suppose we could. Although we didn't, it's not big enough. I don't know, we might wait for the metro. I don't know, maybe I should just, like, assume we're going to tram the whole thing from the start. These are bus lane roads. Yeah, I guess I always have to go through here and then click on the tram roads and use those. I'm not sure. Just watching your last city's playthrough, wondering when you might revisit it again. Cool. We don't have Farm Island yet. Well, because actually, we only now just got the ability to expand this area. So I guess we'll do that now and purchase you. But I do like the idea. So how are we going to get over to Farm Island? A bridge? Ferry? Ferries might be prettier, huh? It would also be a pretty bridge. I mean, we could also always have both. The thing is, if we just do a ferry, like a ferry will get people there, but we'd need to build a cargo dock to actually handle goods coming in and out. Underground tunnel. Blimps. An underground tunnel might be nice. We could probably just pull it off of the highway over here, go underground to the highway, and pop it up. That's quite nice. I also really like this island. We'll have to put some houses on it. Might be a little tricky to fit, but I don't know. We can pull it off. Bridge between the tiny island. So like a bridge here with a little pit stop and then go. Monorail. Catapult! Oh, ferries. Alternate spelling of ferries. Yes, little ferries to carry people across. I believe. Oh, this park. What do we should name... We should have a few more districts. A few more neighborhoods. Nothing else that'll give us a way to name things, which is always fun. Let me shrink this down. Because I can click and drag along the road if I'm not too shaky. It does snap to the road, which does making for drawing some of these districts very convenient. Oops, I screwed that one up. Back up. Try again. Easier when they're thicker roads, or I suppose if I zoom in a little bit more, might make my life a little simpler as well. So there's a little notch that got missed there. There we go. Then we can just fill this in. That'll be one neighborhood. Another one. And you get these little houses in between that they're not sure what neighborhood they're supposed to belong to. Definitely through here. Gotta make sure... Oops. Oh! Oh, the farming area and the district... Oops. Because they're different styles, they can overlap each other. Oh, that's interesting. Oops. Something like that. I think maybe this is all part of the same little neighborhood. Maybe just to here. Okay. So, Lynch Hills. I'm going to scroll way down here and find Sassy Burr! Sassy Burr Hills. And Chester Square is going to become... Wait, you know what? Plain Coast... You know what? Hold on. First of all, Plain Coast. That becomes funny. Plain Coast Hills, I'm going to try to save your name for something else. Somewhere that it fits. Belf Knight Burrows. Burrows? No, that's Burrows. One R? An O? Oh my god! I can't word! Just one of those moments where everything looks wrong because I used the wrong Burrows first. Bull Rose, right? Bull... Help me, Burrows! Little donkeys. Bull Rose. Yeah, so as I'm doing it, I'm like... Bullruffs. That can't be right. Belf Knight Bullruffs over here. Excellent. Burritos. Mmm. There we go. Starting to get some fun. So Plain Coast Hills. It feels it should be on the coast. It should be in the hills. The island? No. Maybe this little area right over here. This could be Plain Coast Hills. Just a tiny little stretch. Well, this little neighborhood didn't have a name, right? This is sort of in between two districts? Yes, hold on. I'm gonna use the tree-lined roads for a little bit more. You know, it helps with noise abatement. I want a straight line. Actually, a straight line will work here. With a little bridge! Oh, that's really cute, actually. I'm keeping that. Yep, okay. I think something like this pleases me. Now, if these guys also want to be sharing the same name, I think they need a road connection. I think that's what we'll do. Maybe everything on this street will fall into that neighborhood. There we go. Do you have a name to recenter? Like, why is it there instead of here? Boardwalk or harbor under the bridge. Ooh. Ooh. We could have, like pedestrian paths and stuff, right? Oh yeah, for this it's easier if what? You turn off the snap? Much like, wait, I thought I turned off the snap. Why is it still snapping? Wait, will it let me do that? Oh, I'm thinking of a different type of path that can't connect to a road. This is a different kind of thing, because it actually does connect to a road. Because the footpaths a lot of times were no good when you did that. Oh, look at this. Ooh. Okay, I'm not used to these. And down to the waterfront. Oh. Wait, you can zone? You can zone this? So this would literally be houses that people can only walk to. Their houses over here. So it's just me or some of the zoning going into the water? Maybe it should be the other way around. I don't know, kind of like restaurants and shops along the water, but the houses along the water is good too. No commercial? Just residential? Maybe we could have a little commercial block in here. I was going to say, there's a bit of a flood zone. Oh, well, the water is sort of shuffled around because the land got morphed a little bit. It's okay. We can put down a K. Where are those? Is it in here? Is it under terraforming? There you go. A K. Perfect. That's what we want. Why is it looking like a huge selection thing? There it is. Turn off snapping, please. Thank you. Up to, but not bulldozing, the natural stone formation over here. Maybe up to there. A little bit more. Where was it? Under here? No. Here. Yes. Can I use the Move It tool? Oh, thank you, Small City. To change the height of this. No. Huh. Wait, can I terraform this? Maybe with the terraform tool, huh? Select the nodes. Because with the roads... Shift click, select more than one. The camera's shaking like something is happening. Because, okay, for reference, with the road, I don't want to F up some random road. I just click on it, and then I can page up, page down, it moves. Click on it. They're shaking, but it's not actually doing anything. Nodes are the circle bits where the segments intersect. Yeah, which is what I'm clicking on. Right here. This is what you're talking about. Right here, right? Or the little green speck? Because, yeah, so here I'm clicking on a node, and that's working here. This looks like a node to me, and it's putting a little green dot as if it's selected, but it's not actually doing it. The height thing for the Ks must work differently. How did I used to do this? It must have to be terraforming first. Am I lowering this? Is it not click to raise? Elevate by clicking with the primary button. Okay, it is going up. I mean, it's enough that there's a house being built here, but... Do I just need to adjust the strength settings or something? Like, this is not... Oh, strength. I mean, the train's definitely shifting. Oh, I guess it's having to go and do, like, it's having to raise the C a bunch for it to work here. There we go. You can see it shifting over here. We've got a huge plateau. Yeah, and level it. Maybe just use the level tool. So you click where you start. Click with the secondary to choose the target. I mean, I set the target to here. Yeah, see, it's going to bring that down. It's having a real hard time bringing up the water. I should probably just de-zone this area, but I kind of want this to be straight and level. Oh, it's only going to raise as high as the K. Maybe that's the problem. I should have landscaped first, and then put this down. There you go. Now it's nice and level. Yeah. Okay. So that was the big problem, is sort of level it first. Because the K sort of finishes the leveling in a certain way. But get a little closer first. I don't know if these are going to be like luxury houses or not, if people have to walk to them. But they'll attract people of a certain lifestyle and certain interest, I guess. Ah! Not enough sewage treatment. Well, lake number 2, you're going to have to get some more help here. I mean... like, we can use more of the eco-treatments, but I think we're just putting out more outlets, yes? So I'm going to keep it on the high ground as much as possible here. Bam. More poop water flow. Yes, no, maybe so. There it is. Woo! Okay. Still some water in that parking lot, is there? Now we actually have, like... well, I guess it's been built up as a protective barrier. It's looking kind of okay. There's a little bit of water slushing around here, although it seems fine-ish. We might occasionally get a couple of messages about houses flooding. Oh, we got some robberies. I don't know if the police can deal with the robberies over there. Oh! Wait. I'm like, oh, maybe the cop cars are allowed on here. But regular cars are driving on the boardwalk. Oh, boardwalk for mixed traffic. Well, it says zonable pedestrian boardwalk, tiny road. So it's pedestrian and a road. Oh, as opposed to these paths over here, which are pedestrian only or bicyclist only. Okay, this is fine, actually. I mean, it's going to be like a low traffic area. It still looks really nice. We could make it bikes only. You know what? I'm kind of fine with this. Paid deliveries. I mean, it's probably a sign, you know, local traffic only is probably what it's being told. Not a lot of housing on the outer part over here, but that's okay. I'm actually, you know what? I don't know if I want any of the housing here. I think I like a few shops. As people come down here, they can sit on the quay, they can do a little fishing, they can do some shopping. I'm going to de-zone the residential that's here. Well, that one might be okay. I know I don't like these. Or those, I think. Maybe I'll eliminate that one. Those are okay. I think I'm fine with there being one there. Where's the banana stand on the boardwalk? Always make money. There's always money in the banana stand! That's true. I like how we got a little bridge and the boardwalk going under it. Under the bridge there where there's a boardwalk. I think that's how the song goes, right? Under the bridge where there's a boardwalk. Yeah, famous Dylan song. This does not need to exist anymore, which means we can make this zone a little prettier. CRISPR, no supports for anything, right? And the game didn't put them in. I'm actually surprised it didn't put a pillar in there. We could probably get a prop pillar. We can do that. I could steal a pillar from one of the highways, yoink, and move it all the way over there. Okay, you know what? It's time to do something about this. The thing is, this is not a stupid traffic backup, but because it's not backing up to the highway, so it's still flowing. But at some point, it might become a little too much. We got half an hour left to the single-player portion of the stream. How's the vote going, by the way? Make sure you have voted to determine what the multiplayer for today is. Looks like we are going to play Heroes of the Storm today. Okay, because all the Heroes in Heroes of the Storm are currently free and available. Make sure you've got HOTS installed, updated. I don't know if there's a region thing, but I'll be playing on the North American region. Put a casino on the boardwalk. Okay, I've got tons of... Wow, I've got tons of money. Let's get bulldozing over here. Now, my roundabout one, yeah, I have to hover over an existing intersection to automate the roundabout, which might be worthwhile. I think what I'm going to do is I am going to go ahead and make a dummy intersection here, because I think it'll make life a little simpler for us to just use the tool. So we're going to center it somewhere over here. I guess we're going to turn on the snap so we get the 90-degree snap if nothing else. Do a little something like this. So, what I'm going to do is use the roundabout tool. We're going to click on the intersection. Oh, wait. Precursor mode. Oh, I could have just done it that way. Okay, so never mind. Alright, Control O. So we're in the precursor mode. What do we make the roundabout out of? It can literally be anything. I think what we want is like 2-lane highway. Let's see here. Which would be this, 2-lane highway. Yeah, I think that's what we want to use for this. Two-lane highway. Bicycle path. Let's make the radius a little bigger. Something like that. And we'll line it up roughly here. Excellent. So then we are going to... Actually, I will also use the 2-lane highway at this point. I'm going to do this backwards, like that. And then what I can do is use the upgrade tool and change the direction. There we go. Da-da-da. We'll let this run for a second. because that traffic looks silly. We could change some of the lane rules here, which I think we will do. What am I looking to do here? There we go. There. That is right turn only. Okay. I could actually prevent people from being here, which might smooth some things out. I don't know. Okay, let's let this run for a bit. This might always be too much of an issue, especially with this here. So the problem is the slowdown over there. Because it's like, it's a roundabout directly into an intersection, which is not what we want. Now, I think this will clear up. Because I think this is going to flow a lot better than what was going before. We can make it 4 lanes, yeah, true. I don't know if I don't think that's the solution to this. So, I mean, it's flowing great now. But I think the problem is this bit of road in this intersection has the dump and isn't what we're going to want. Unless we make this into a 4-lane and this into a 4-lane, as opposed to the roundabout. Maybe that's what you're saying. And perhaps. I'm going to get rid of this dump. I think I can move the dump even if it's not empty. No? Okay. I want to get rid of you. Because I don't think I can upgrade this road right now. Another smaller roundabout. I think upgrading this might make some sense. Said with nothing but roundabout. But yeah, actually, you can see it is flowing well. Little stutters we're getting. I think it's from the autosave. I'm not sure. It is flowing fine now. It might start to become a problem again. The problem is industrial areas always generate stupid amounts of traffic. And this is such a short little road. Like, that's not helping matters. In fact, the thing to do might literally just be to, like, remove this completely and give us more space to work with. Or if I built the roundabout in a slightly different place, a squareabout, fire. Okay, fire? Oh. All of our trees are on fire. And this building's on fire here. I don't know if these trees are going to get looked at by our fire station. We might need our choppers. Yeah, if we make this a right turn only, maybe. I'm worried that it's going to generate traffic problems just further, you know, further down the situation here. There's also just things with, like, various, like, priority settings. Turn off parking on some of these roads. It's not currently a problem. I suspect it will be later on. And we're going to want to give this some sort of attention. I just don't know what that is yet. Let me get an incinerator over here. Because, first of all, we're going to want that to replace the mine, or the landfill. Do I want it literally right here? No, I'm going to put it over here. It's still not too far away. These guys don't like having that there, but deal with it. And once this is full, we'll probably get rid of this. Remove something in the intersection. That's not bad, because it would prevent people from stopping here, which is often a good idea. Like, especially right there. I don't want to get rid of all of this, though. Go and clear some of it. I mean, it could also turn into a road that doesn't allow zoning. Yeah, see now the traffic back. Wow, so there's been a lot of inputs here. And a little bit of backup over there, too. Yeah, another road from the intersection to the Y intersection on the left of the problem area. Yeah, that's what I'm wondering. Like this, I didn't like it right away. I actually had initially wanted to get my road connection to be over here, but which I suppose I could still snake something through there. But yeah, connecting to here, even just getting rid of this road, although that will break our tram, but we could route the tram through here instead. That's actually what I'm thinking might be best. We just blow this part up. But yeah, 4 lanes is probably good. I guess I could do that now. The problem is I can't, I couldn't upgrade this part yet because this thing is still full of garbage. But make it a 6 lane over here. So it will give more turning lanes as well, which is going to be good. And then for our tram here, upgrade this part. Like that. And that. And then rezone the broken industrial stuff. Hey, Bananas Farming Cabanas reached level 3. Lemonade Factory. Mmm. That actually might be sufficient. It's got 2 lefts and 1 right, which is, I guess, fine. There's mostly right turns, though. The middle one, I should change the middle one to allow both. You go right or left from the middle. Because it's got a dual lane. Put the lemonade factory next to Lake 2. This empty yet? God. Can we just, like, forcibly blow it up? That would be nice. It's one of the reasons I don't like landfills or cemeteries, because when you want to move them, you can't. Speaking of cemeteries, I wonder if we can do... No, we can't do a crematorium yet. That's the next upgrade, though, I think. And the problem here is that straight traffic's got to wait for people to make this corner. And it's just such a short road. This whole thing is bad. Maybe just connecting up to the Y intersection is all we need to do, because it's just going to give more space. Maybe that's all we need. Is getting you to connect up here instead. That may literally solve everything. We like to merge at the Y intersection. And then probably, once again, change this to only allow the straights here. So that way people waiting to turn right don't block this. And this should maybe there should be a 3 lane. The entire roundabout might not need to be 3s. But that would make that corner a little smoother. We're fine now. But the problem is industrial traffic tends to come in fits and bursts. Fits and starts, I guess is the term. And so we might see something happen there again. But I'm willing to bet this is much better than what we had before. The fact that this is quite a lot longer is going to make a huge difference. Because there's not going to be as much of a backlog of people wanting to make a corner here that are on the roundabout. So we'll go and check up on that later. We should just build a magic roundabout over here. What's the town in the UK that has the magic roundabout? Swindon? Something? It is Swindon! Hey! Memories! Oh! Look at me! Sometimes I have a brain. So there's demand for everything. We have, like, infinite money. We could definitely go on an expand kick. We're going to be wrapping it up in a second here to go and play some Heroes of the Storm, but before we do, we're going to get another farming island going on over here. Now, it'd be nice to follow the contours, but the problem here is that the farming places are big rectangles, and I mean, if you think about how farms are laid out in real life, it does make sense to have just a bunch of straight roads as much as possible. So I think what we're gonna do is snapping on. It is on. I'm gonna start the first one. And I do want it looking a little like an angle on the island, so I'm gonna sort of base our guide on this side of things. Please use a straight line, kind of like this. We'll use that as the basic kind of pattern. And lots of dirt roads. Some of them might get upgraded. Okay, now let me first paint industrial area. Big old one. This whole area, this whole island is an industrial island. There's another little tiny speck over there, which is nice. This is going to be a neat little residential strip of something. So we're going to have to finish painting this once we can buy the other section here, because it gets cut off over there, which is a little bit awkward, but that's fine. I kind of like the underground road. I don't know. No, I kind of want a bridge. And I think I want the bridge to feed off the highway. I can get rid of these. This still needs to go and connect over there. Can I build a prison on the small island? Oh my god, that's great. So we're gonna elevate. I need to turn on Fine Road Anarchy, because normally, if I put a road here, it's going to destroy the zoning. It doesn't allow you to zone under a bridge. But with the Anarchy, it should not. It's going to bulldoze. How do we prevent it from bulldozing? Toggle road collision. There we go. It's actually not Anarchy. Well, Anarchy will let me place it everywhere, but this will prevent me from bulldozing. So now, I can run a ginormous bridge all the way here. Love it. Turn off Anarchy and Collision and make sure that... Oh, that's turning on Anarchy. And just put you down there. Okay. And then we'll have to work the on-ramp stuff. I kind of like it. You right? Yeah. And yeah, I love that people can live under the bridge, or work under the bridge, or whatever. I didn't even have to elevate this much. I mean, technically, if you've got the Anarchy turned on and the elevation or the collisions turned off, you can have roads intersect and things overlap in weird ways that, like, definitely aren't right. But this feels legit. I think we can say that this feels pretty legitimate. So let's use some ramps here. A little further away. Please. Thank you. Don't slope too steep. Why? You know what? Let's work it out after. Just mess with these with the Move It tool to make them look non-broken. A little bit this way. Go something like that. Flare you out a little this way. Rise up over here. I mean, that does make this look a little steep. Maybe I can just lower this side a bit, and that'll feel better. There we go. Drop this down a little. And then this pillar is kind of in the wrong place because of the Anarchy, but that's okay, because we can move it to fix it. Bring it down a little, as long as it doesn't look like it's going to clip in any cars, and it's definitely not. There we go, and then we'll take this, and bring it down to make this look a lot smoother. Maybe take this one down a little bit as well. That's looking pretty, well, pretty actually. I mean, maybe, I think if I pull this back, it's going to start looking a little weird as it gets close to the other nodes, but I guess it's sort of... There we go. That might be a little bit better looking. Right? I don't know how we live without the Move It and the Anarchy tool. Make the post-merge ramp have 3 lanes. Yeah, like right over here. Yeah, I think that's probably a great idea. Because then it actually matches with that. And then I think I want to change the roof. We could also make, well, either one of these look like 1 or 2. I guess this is fine. Although now it looks a little bit bad, maybe because of the path this is coming in from. Might look a little bit better if it's doing this. I mean, a little, not much. There you go. Just trying to get that little nubbin to look a little bit more okay. And then bring this out a little bit. Try to straighten that a little. We have a light post. I think I need another mod to be able to move that little light post. So that's the light from the highway down below poking through. So I'm gonna have to like skirt around it to make that not look absolutely broken. There we go. I mean, we're not usually going to be looking at things this closely. So you won't normally notice that there's a light post poking through a ramp. Okay, so we still need to be able to leave from here. And head that way. So, I mean, it's going to sort of go over or under this thing and cut across. I think I'll just have it go over. And we take this, we take this, and we take this tool and say we want to come out this way. I turn off Anarchy, you complain? Yeah, about collisions, but which is funny because it will actually work and resolve to look perfectly fine in the end. It's kind of okay. I think all we're going to do is actually just lower it. So I think it's much higher up than it needs to be. And as long as it's not going to look like vehicles clip through the road, which it might almost look that way. I mean, again, it doesn't cause any game problems, but the question is, how does it look? It's kind of okay. Roller coaster ramp. Oops. Again, there's a hotkey for it, but I don't remember. Kraken's gonna play Eldritch Bridge. I might want to redo this. And yeah, this is very good this way, because it'll help these guys choose which lane they want to come into a little bit cleaner. This lane here is to literally turn and take a left down there, which no car is actually interested in doing. So we need to say all of these... Was this considered a right-hand turn? Hang on a sec. There you go. Now it correctly thinks that it's a straight. Still looks a little... This looks dumb because of the number of lanes that are kind of merging together here. Let me change this. Yeah, 2-lane highway. just because it's going to look a little bit better. There we go. There we go. See, it just looks better. And then for here, I mean, I guess I could leave this left-hand turn. If it turns out that someone's going the wrong way on the highway and they need to do a U-ey, they could do it here. But that's not real. That's not, you'd never see that. What we really want to do, and we got some more whiskey and chocolate, is we want to turn off the left turns over here. And you're just coming in here, you're just going straight onto the bridge. That's it. That's all. Okay. I mean, you could still use some adjustments, but use the lane tool, not the lane arrow tool. Right. I mean, this we can click and drag. That's how that works, right? You click here and you drag it, but don't the lane arrows, don't they represent the connections? I'm pretty sure that's the case. Let me do a little test somewhere. Right? Like if I click the lane tool, and I'd say just drag it to here, it just becomes a left-hand turn. And now it's both. This is just the same way to do the same thing. I'm pretty sure. Lane tool, you can have them go to multiple specific lanes. I guess that's true. You could choose which lanes people go to, but I think this is effectively going to work. Because I don't think I care about like which exact lane they use. Because I mean, here the straights, these two straights only go there. Like it comes out to the same. I think it doesn't matter for this particular use case. Unless I'm wrong, but I am never wrong. Now, how do I want to connect this to the rest? We are going to have to switch to playing some Heroes of the Storm in a second. And actually, didn't we get some whiskey and chocolate from Esoteric Fish? Yes, Derek, thank you very much. First stream I've been able to catch live in ages due to the time difference. Looking forward to the huts. By the way, have you tried floating roundabout junctions for highway connections? Oh, like an elevated roundabout. I think I have once before, yes. Wait, we got stoplights here? Or, wait, did it spawn stoplights over here? Wherever I was messing with things? Where are there stoplights where there shouldn't be? There are speed limit signs. Arrows allow lane switching, merging. Lines don't allow merging. Okay, that is good to know. We might need to retune it later to keep the flow going. That's a great point. So I want some sort of larger road to feed into here. But I don't know, like... Let's see. Let me take this. Yeah, okay. What I'm going to do, I'll put the 90-degree kink in here. Then I'm going to come over here. Do this. And do this. So we will have one larger kind of avenue-ish thing helping to feed, and then we can use the dirt roads as some subdivision within this. I like that. Oh shit, we're having power brownouts. And also there's some dead people over here, because we actually don't have, it's possible we don't have any healthcare over here, but I was thinking death care we don't really have. Yeah, let's get a hospital over in not that obvious park. And we still don't have the crematorium, so for now we'll just have a cemetery. Off over here. Because we've got no room for dead people. Actually, I think all our cemeteries are full, is what I was showing you over there. Go back on this tiny scooch for a sec. Actually. Something like that. Okay. Farming industry. Go, go. So we need what? We need one of the main buildings, I guess. So I'm going to have this at this big intersection over here. Central place. Seems pretty important. Barracks, all right. Increase the work efficiency of the workers in the industry in this area. Each building increase the work efficiency 5% up to a maximum of 100%. Okay, well, we might put a bunch of those in there. I don't know. Small, medium crop fields. All right, let's use the medium crop fields. Maybe we'll put a bunch of those in this middle area. Let me resize so that we can fit exactly those 4. I guess people coming to work here is going to be kind of annoying because they got to exit out to the highway, then come around and do that. We might give a secondary connection. This is still going to be good for the trade and everything that wants to come through, like the industrial, like the trucks and that. Oh, it's probably highway. Did I use 6-lane highway? What the hell did I use for this? Did I not use 6-lane road? No, they're the same. Oh, maybe because it's just, this is a place where it flattens. Oh yeah, ferry connections. You're right. The ferry connections should be how people get back and forth. That is exactly correct. I think this area is going to look really beautiful. Alright, then we switch over to, get some flour mills in here. I wonder if I can fit 2. Oh! It's almost like I planned it, although you guys know that I didn't. But look at this. Oh my god. That's not fertile land? Oh shit, yeah, I wasn't looking at the numbers when I was putting these down, you're right. Yeah, it's crap over here. It's fine here. Maybe the, how about... Oh, I don't have the medium pastures. Oh, that's annoying. But I can still get the small ones in here. It won't be a perfect fit, but it won't be bad. We'll put a couple of silos in there or something as well. I think the silos were quite small, weren't they? Yeah. No idea if we need anything even remotely close to this, but won't it look pretty? Look at that. Hey? Doesn't that look nice? I think this is going to be lovely. I know there's no symmetry. I mean here, but the offset's the same. This is maybe we move this one. Maybe we can move everything over a little bit. I don't know. Yeah, so much for multiplayer, gotta fix it all. No, I think we're gonna put a cut in here. We are gonna play this again next Saturday. So I'm very eager to continue this. I love the town we're putting together. Poop Lake's getting pretty full. Yeah, this is just future disaster written all over it. Until we get a Punami, which... Oh, it's getting close. It's getting so close to the edge here. And then it might just go and pollute our waterways forever and ever 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 and ever. We do have to name the island. You're right. Let's do that now. So I'm going to take this. I'm going to scroll down to the bottom of my bribery fund. I mean my... No, it's my bribery fund. That one weird kid. So this is going to be that... Oops. That one weird farm. That one weird farm. Named after that one weird kid. Right over here. Yeah. I think we're still going to want a cargo ship hub on this island so it can ship goods in and out without having to rely on the highway connection. The nice thing about this, because it's not really going to be connected to the rest of the town, it's only really going to be used for local deliveries, which is good. Because cargo hubs, whether we're talking about the ships or the trains, generate stupid amounts of traffic. They tend to make things worse rather than better. But here, I think it'll be okay. And it will ensure that these farms have, like, really good output. Build a poop canal out of the map. The other thing we can do is we could just dig deeper here. Like, I can just dig super deep in the middle of this lake to give us way more capacity for our poop. You know, there you go. It's not sustainable, but that might be our solution for the future. All right, so we're going to put a cut in here. If you're just here for the single player, if you're just here for the city skylines, hey, that's fine. I appreciate you being around. This was an excellent fun stream. I miss this game, and I'm happy that we're doing it again. You can expect more of it next Saturday. There'll be at least one more stream of City Skylines, and then maybe we'll start a Baldur's Gate 2 campaign. We'll do a playthrough of the story there, because we haven't done that yet. It'll be continuation of our run as Petra from Baldur's Gate 1, our gnomish fighter illusionist. But now we're going to switch over, do some multiplayer. We're going to do Heroes of the Storm, because we need to get the crematoriums going so that we can have a permanent solution to the dead people problem. Maybe what I'll do is I'll put another cemetery down here right now, so that we can start to deal with them. Yeah, and at some point we're just going to get rid of our cemeteries completely and replace them with crematoriums, because otherwise we have to keep juggling when they get full, which is kind of annoying. But I guess that happens in real life as well. So the way it'll work is we will be... I can't make a password game of Heroes on the Storm, so it's going to be a chat channel, a secret chat channel. I think that's how we do it. I'll try to remember. Let's take a short break. Everyone get up, stretch your legs, get something to drink. I'm going to go and refill my... I don't know what I'm going to have. I'm going to get some sort of thing to drink. And when we get back, we'll play some Heroes of the Storm and beat each other up. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in 3 or 4 minutes.